It's Bob and Tom Tonight, starring Chick McGee, Christy Lee, Josh Arnold, Pat Godwin, Willie Griswold, and your host, Tom Griswold.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show in the big room. We're skating at full strength again. No, that is not Chris Geis in an inappropriate costume. It's Ace. He's back.
Why do you say that? Why do you have to say that?
And how many more times are you going to say it?
God.
I'm tired of the world right now,
These
okay?
people are watching on YouTube. So.
Oh, okay.
And poor Chris isn't here to defend himself.
No.
I would never do that.
Oh, no, Tom, why are you saying that about me?
That's the key. He's not here to defend himself. Where was I? The big room. We're back. It's Ace with a live version of the Ace Cosby joke of the day. The pre-recorded ones, a little hit and miss.
I went with the B plan because
Okay. It was nice though. And then we had Mr. Geisen auditioned.
I heard that.
The Chris Geisen joke. What do you think?
It's weird. I've driven in rush hour traffic like less than I can count on one hand in my life.
You were in rush hour traffic yesterday?
Yesterday and the day before.
Oh, wow. Were you coming back from some kind of illicit rendezvous? Light 100 miles, if you know what I mean. Apparently not. Okay. See, again, Ace defends himself by not saying anything and making me look bad. The Chick McGee's over there, once again, at the IHateStevensinger.com sidekick desk. It's Josh Arnold. He hasn't said much yet, but he's just warming up. He'll kick in pretty soon.
I'm about to say a boatload.
Oh, boy.
I got a letter. Actually,
Get the kids in the other room.
Yet another letter about that from another member of the Junior Windbag Society. I'm sending this message just to stick up for Josh. Josh, when somebody accuses you of being grumpy or quiet, it does make it worse. Having been a 30-year listener to the Bob and Tom Show and a VIP member, I expect Josh to start working at 6 a.m., stop taking so much time off and coming in with a pizza hangover and a sore arm from excessive masturbation.
Oh, my goodness.
Signed, Greg from Michigan. In your defense.
It's very funny that it starts with in your defense. And, See, you know what happens? I get these all day. I get these sort of jokes. And then somebody will write me, this happened yesterday, and I've been feeling bad about it for the last 24 hours, essentially. Somebody wrote me on Instagram, and I read it in that sort of tone.
Sure.
And I responded in kind, and the person let me know that I was being a, quote, dick.
Oh, boy.
And I thought it was just sort of a tit for tat thing.
A playful thing.
Yes, yeah. He was actually reviewing my podcast. When I reread it, I went, "Oh, yeah, he was just sort of being nice." And so, Bobby, I apologize to you if you're still listening.
It's very hard to negotiate ball busting in DMs.
Yes,
it's hard to tell if
and I had just read 12. I had just read.
We have been on record since day one of texting that we need a sarcasm font.
Yes, and I thought he was busting my balls.
Some kind. Is there a what do you call it? Is there a emoji for that?
I don't know.
Is there a?
But I'm also anti-emoji, so I could have put a wink at the end of mine, or you know what I mean. But I don't like to do that. So
well, I think the whole thing about sarcasm.
I second that emoji.
Very nice.
I second that emoji. I don't think that you need to have a sarcasm font because I think that sarcasm has a certain amount of nuance to it that develops through a familial relationship. So you use sarcasm with people you know well.
Exactly.
Right.
And since this gentleman and I don't know each other.
We'll be back with more on Today's Family right after this.
Yeah, we didn't know that I didn't know he was being straight, and he didn't know I was being sarcastic.
Yeah, that'll happen. Okay.
Yeah,
but the point is, there are a couple of podcasts out there. Of course, the Bits and Pieces podcast, which is examining pieces from this show.
Yes,
with Jess and Jessica and Willie as supervised by a veteran of our show. Is he supposed to be anonymous? I don't know his name.
No, it's Jason Hoffstead.
Why isn't his name in here?
I don't know why it's not on there either. I wonder
he's the producer, and we ended up going to him. He's got a microphone right there, so we ended up talking to Jason.
So it's kind of like Ace.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
On occasion, he's allowed to talk.
Yeah, I don't think...
When cued.
On occasion, he's allowed, and he insists not to.
And then when cued, he decides not to.
Yeah,
I have a dog that's like that. One of my dogs... Right now, 3 big dogs at my house, and this morning we had a little chat with everybody, and one looked at me and said, if I could talk, I would choose not to. Like, what the hell is that?
Oh, that is fascinating, yeah.
The other one, the other dog is one of these 3-year-old dogs, still thinks he's a puppy.
Yeah.
What are we going to do? Where are we going? This is great. It's raining. Fantastic. I'm going to go get full of mud. Isn't that great?
Yeah, stand here forever.
Yes, Ace.
I have a Jason story.
You have a Jason story?
Before he worked here,
yes.
he was a listener, and he called in to win a contest. And you had a trivia question. What is the national anthem of Canada? And he didn't know.
So he didn't win.
No.
Oh.
Look, he got the job then.
What the hell kind of a story is that?
So he can feed
Because
us.
it's okay.
I don't know.
What the hell's going on?
That's the answer, Jason.
I definitely
tell that story.
No, Chick, I definitely missed what the connection was with anything else that we
Jason,
else what we were talking about.
Jason is the producer of the new Bits and Pieces podcast.
Oh, that was literally Jason Hofstad's?
Yeah.
Right now in the big room, we have a Chick, Josh, I'm Tom, that's Willie, there's Patty G. Josh, by the way, sitting at the IHateStevensinger.com sidekick desk.
That's right.
Christy Lee is in that chair known as the Navy Federal Credit Union News chair that goes right up to their desk. How convenient is that?
All the way.
Am I too old to go goth?
Now, I was in the bathroom. I was in the bathroom urinating, and I thought, this break, I'm going to start all over.
Right.
We're going to come in, like, is it going to be a good attitude?
Okay,
and
good.
You start running your trap.
Chick, you got this. You're the zen dude.
Take a little break from that because we've got a couple things I want to mention, including some podcasts, Bits and Pieces, with Jason and Jessica and Willie taking and doing an autopsy.
Triple J's.
An autopsy on various features from this show over the years. They have a lot of fun with that.
Yes.
Also, another podcast. It's Josh's podcast, and it's called, once again,
That Josh Arnold podcast.
Josh Arnold. And your guest this week is
you, the listener. Join me, won't you? Oh, yeah.
He doesn't have guests. It's just Josh Arnold.
well. So I guess my invitation was just fake.
That's right, but still show up at that warehouse.
Yeah. You know why he doesn't have guests? Because he wants to have a chance to talk. And if you were a guest on his show, it would be that Tom Griswold.
So you'd like the floor? And I insist. Please, expositate.
Is that your word for the week there, Josh?
It may be, yes, I'll start anew.
Now, you do have the word of the week.
Oh, I know.
And 2 weeks ago, what was it? Labia friendly?
Aren't we all?
Labia friendly.
I forgot. What was it?
Labiomancy.
Do it again.
Labiomancy.
Labiomancy, which is...
Lip reading. The art of being able to read lips.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. Is that Latin, or what is that?
Yeah, labia is certainly Latin for lip. We all know that.
Right.
Yeah. And Mancy is Latin for
Greek.
Reading.
able to.
Reading.
Oh, that's right.
I'm sorry. Speaking of other sort of side things happening, we have a great animated version of the Haywood Bank song Pumpkinhead available on all the Bob and Tom social media platforms. It's really cool. It's like an old horror movie. It's got black and white stuff. Check it out if you get a chance. We got Christy at the...
it is National Cat Day, all you kitten... What did she say? Cats and kittens?
Cool cats and kittens.
Cool cats and kittens. Ugh.
Sick.
You can imagine the odor.
Oh, yeah, you sure can. Yeah.
Jeez.
I don't want to think about it.
What's that word again?
Kitty litter odor, is that what you're talking about?
Labiomancy.
Okay.
I was going nice.
Yeah, the cats almost never mind.
Hey, with more people cooking at home, Tupperware making a huge comeback thanks to the coronavirus. After experiencing negative sales growth in the last several years, the company now says profits during the most recent quarter quadrupled to $34.4 million. CEO Miguel Fernandez noted increased consumer demand is due to the pandemic.
You will enjoy our Tupperware. Call me Mike.
Miguel.
Yes.
Hey, Mikey.
Everybody's cooking at home and they have to store their leftovers.
My Aunt Flo would never...
She's in town.
Yeah, she came to town about once a month.
She painted your house, did she?
Must we go down Volga
Paint the
Road?
town red with her.
Her and your mom used to
Josh,
fight a
I
lot.
have a feeling that this may have happened to you. She would, rather than buy Tupperware, she would just take margarine tubs
Oh, sure. Yeah.
and except she would have 3 dozen margarine tubs in a refrigerator.
There you go.
Yep, my mother does this to this day.
Probably-
Cool Whip containers.
And but so you'd never know what on earth was in them because they weren't clear.
Remember Tupperware parties?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Well, you can't do the Tupperware party now, I'm guessing.
Right.
You have to go online.
But yeah, you can, they have it at stores and stuff. I'm a big fan of Tupperware.
I am too.
I am
I've
too.
always liked it.
I have Tupperware that's probably, I'm showing my age, but I don't care, 30 years old.
Now, do you have, I have a collection of random lids. I could
Yeah, I got
get
rid
out
of that
40, 50
recently.
lids and see if I can match them up.
They have really good lid organizers out there, Tom. Maybe I'll get you one for Christmas.
Are you kidding?
there you
No, not at all. They're perfect.
That might be the only Christmas present that he would ever actually use is a lid organizer.
Okay, yeah.
They make
yeah.
those?
Yes.
How does it work?
You just it's sort of divided with slots, and you Christy, and you would just put the lids. No offense.
Mine's not divided. It's
No harm
okay.
done.
Not like a Big Mac that's been in the freezer for a year. What the hell's wrong with you?
Oh, Lord.
Wow.
Yeah, you ever run into one of those? Gee, Merry Christmas. You know what I do? Get out.
Whatever this is, it'll help.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Yeah, hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Yes, hello, who is this?
Hey, this is Stan. I'm a lid organizer.
Oh, hey, Dan.
Oh, unbelievable.
Yeah, I was just saying, I'm a big fan of Tupperware, but in between all the glassware and the Tupperware and the old margarine,
You don't keep your bowls and your
Tubs.
lids together?
Absolutely. No, it's a nightmare because of all the different sizes. There's different radius, different diameter, different depth, different materials.
Now, so do you come over to would you come over to my house and organize them for me?
Absolutely. That's a house call visit. There's an upcharge for that. But
What are we talking about here?
We also work, we work out of our own offices where if you'd like to bring over all of your Tupperware, dishes, dishware, any kind of products like that, we can organize and separate all the lids for you.
Oh, wow.
Can I ask you a question? I've struggled with this. I've had people give me Tupperware. They give me some food if I eat at their house.
Oh, I know.
And then they get really annoying about me giving it back to them. Do you have some sort of policy for that?
Well, we definitely try to abide by the finders, keepers, losers, weepers.
So if you give someone something in a Tupperware tub, they get to keep it?
Well, it's a matter of if they keep it, then the law does state that they are allowed to keep it. However, as a point of etiquette and kindness and friendship and fellowship, it is understood that if I return that piece of Tupperware or plasticware to you, that is a gesture of goodwill.
Now, are you supposed to clean it or wash it or just wipe it out?
Of course you wash
How do you know? Could we talk to Stan?
Dan.
A lot of times,
Whatever. Look, Dan.
a lot of times we recommend that you return it absolutely as it is finished up. In other words, leave the leftovers in there, or do not rinse, do not clean, because a lot of people are really particular about their Tupperware products and how they are laundered. So you don't want to, offend them by using some sort of detergent that they're not familiar with.
Indeed, yeah.
So your title is lid organizer.
I'm a lid organizer, and I don't know who said it earlier, but you're absolutely correct. I do make a great Christmas gift.
Oh, okay. That's not really what I had in mind. But so what would you charge for coming over and separating somebody's lids and organizing?
Well, it's quite reasonable because it really depends on how much work there is. But typically, I average between $23,000 and $57,000.
Oh my God!
Wow, Dan, I listen. That's far too expensive.
Well, apparently you don't want your lids organized, do you? If you just want to live all willy-nilly and
So
crazy
you must
like
have
that,
you must have really good health care.
we don't get dental.
Okay.
I don't have that either. Well, thank you, Dan.
I just want to say really quick. I read your new book and I really enjoyed it. You ask Tupperware, I say Tupper why. I really enjoyed it.
That is a fine book. Yeah.
Thank you so much for that.
It's available on Amazon.
Good.
Very
Man, would you look at the time?
Okay.
Yeah,
Goodbye. Talking about the Ace Cosby joke of the day, permeating the airwaves. It's
Definitely don't feel
several days. That's Chick. Once again, not embracing the zeitgeist, if you will.
One out of, I don't know, 57,000?
Wow.
We need a larger sample size? Is that what we need?
I hope there's an apology in the offing.
No.
Let's see. Willie G, Patty G. Hello, guys. Christy Lee's at the Navy
Hi.
Federal Credit Union
Why
news
don't we
desk.
do a show where everybody's nice to everybody?
Well, we can start by you being quiet.
Here, motor mouth.
Let's see now. There's
What a yak fest over there, huh? God.
Josh at the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick, desk, and chair.
Hi.
Ace, we missed you, buddy. And, you can see, I'm sure that you certainly missed being here. But, ladies and gentlemen, the way this works is this is the Op-Ed page of
Prove me wrong, Ace. Go, baby.
the Op-Ed page of contemporary culture with Ace Cosby.
Yesterday was kind of bad because somebody threw a bottle of omega-3 pills at me.
Wow.
I'm okay, and the wounds were superficial oil.
Fish oil.
I'm not. I've spoken English for
Omega-3 pills.
He gets
59 years. I don't know what he
the
said.
wounds were
fish oil. He gets to giggling and then he just doesn't get the word out.
Omega-3 capsules. The
Fish oil.
The wounds.
And what are they?
Super fish oil.
Omega-3 capsules. They're
Oh,
fish
instead
oil.
of superficial.
Yes.
Superficial oil.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a hoot, all right. I'm sorry.
It's unbelievable. Did you get that one?
I really had to do a lot of work. As an audience member of that joke, I shouldn't have to do the amount of work I did.
Josh was working overtime over there.
Because of the, well.
So did you take your time off, write a little bit? Is that what this is a product of?
I had a math one, but I got to read it here.
Oh, okay.
A math one?
Yeah. It's a thinker.
Okay.
Somebody sent it to you?
This one coming up is a thinker.
Okay, so I suppose we can do a palate cleanser. And ladies and gentlemen, I want you to forget the previous 2 minutes. Delete on your history, whatever it is you do it. It's Ace Cosby. Hi, Ace.
What do you get if you divide the circumference of a pumpkin by its diameter?
I like this one. What is it?
Pumpkin pie.
Oh, I get it.
PI, you see.
Right.
It's a little math joke. You guys gave it nothing.
Did
you see it coming?
I did see it coming. I was not going to yell out the punchline.
I thought
See,
math
I don't know if that's
was not
even a thing, though, because there's a pumpkin pie out of pumpkin. It doesn't matter.
And I definitely got the omega fish oil joke. There was a lot of mispronunciation in the setup and the punchline.
So now you're not only attacking the joke, you're attacking the jokester.
No, I'm mostly attacking the jokester.
I think
He's sitting right here.
I think a great man once told me about comedy. It's all in the setup.
That's Tom's contention.
Didn't you say that?
I did, and I think Ace perfectly set up both those.
No, I mean,
perfectly.
He did not pronounce omega.
He bobbled the punchline in the first one, certainly.
He got the giggles.
Omega-3.
Omega-3.
Now, during the break,
now it's clear as day.
during the break, I was watching the Pat Godwin channel.
What was I
He
doing?
has stage fright.
You were talking to a non-existing person. That was my favorite thing. You looked to the side and were going blah 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 blah. Then
That's
looked back.
Jess right over there, and I said hi.
Oh, I can't see her.
Jeez.
Okay, I didn't know Jess was here. Well, no wonder. I thought you were just losing your mind and talking to yourself.
No, that's yesterday.
Okay. So what are you practicing in there?
Oh, I'm working on my Halloween song. In case you go to me, you throw me the ball.
Let's go.
Let's go. Play something.
Here
Put
it
it
is
in,
now.
coach.
I'm so excited.
Here it is now.
You have a Halloween song.
Yeah, this is kind of me from a few years back, exaggerated. I'm doing fine now, but oh, you guys know that, of course.
Is this drinking, Pat?
No, it's not drinking, Pat.
Okay. Then
Well,
which Pat is
maybe
this?
a little.
Which Pat is this?
Scary.
The point is, it's an old song.
Who's that knocking on my front door? It's 7 o'clock and I'm passed out on the floor. There's a tiny Spider-Man saying trick or treat, and I'm half dressed and drunk, all out of sweets. The scariest thing you've ever seen is a divorced guy who forgot it's Halloween. I got nothing in the cupboard, no candy in the bowls, and Baby Yoda's on my porch with a long-haired troll. I got none of those fun-sized candy bars. I have a half-smoked joint and a couple cigars. The lights are off. I can't be seen. I'm a divorced guy with no candy, no girlfriend, no idea. It's Halloween. I've got Centrum vitamins, some cold pizza crust, 2 Alka-Seltzers, and some Cheeto dust. A fifth of Crown Royal and a half a case of beer. Unpaid bills and a summons to appear. Will your bag hold all the sorrow and regret? Oh, and one more thing before I forget. The scariest thing you've ever seen is a divorced guy with no candy, no girlfriend, no pants. No idea. It's Halloween.
Oh, my God. That was beautiful.
Very scary. Boy, that And they have to say, write what you know.
A couple years ago, not now. I'm doing fine now.
Yeah, you're
financially fiscal.
I'm okay now.
I could use $100 from Christy, but
I didn't promise you 100. I promised you 50.
I'll take 30 today.
Are you familiar with compound interest, Christy?
No, the mower.
You're so fiscal. Why don't you fix your car? That's driving me nuts.
I promised him 150, and then I gave him an extra 10 not to speak to me for a week.
How's that going?
No, he's yakking it up to me. I don't know what's going on.
I love you.
Well, Henry VIII was a bad
Sorry,
man.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he sure was.
Yeah, did you read that story that came out the other day about Anne Boleyn?
Yeah, he gave her a choice of how of being either.
No, they didn't. The court gave him a choice, and he picked beheading over burning her to death because it was more civil.
I've been divorced.
He's right.
Hang on a second. I've been divorced 3 times. We don't know what she did.
And Christy's right. I forgot. Yeah, she wasn't given the choice.
Let's keep an open mind.
A court, a quote unquote court.
Yeah,
gave him the choice. Do you want her beheaded or set on fire?
Right.
They gave us a cute little nursery rhyme to remember how all of his wives died in school.
Oh.
It was divorced, beheaded, died. Divorced, beheaded, survived.
Oh.
That's the fun way to remember it.
Wow.
Wow, that's almost as good as Roy G. Biv.
Yeah.
There should be a book of
those.
those.
You know, Tom, I'd cut her head off because that's where the noise was coming from. Thank you.
That's we need a sarcastic font for that. You see.
Watch the entire show live or on demand at bobandtom.com or listen live with the Bob and Tom app. And be sure to tune in next time for more Bob and Tom Tonight.